So these cards are going to help us practice figuring out author's purpose. And we've talked about author's purpose before, and we said for author's purpose that there are three main reasons why someone would write something. We wanted to remember the letters P, I, and E. Who remembers what are those author's purposes? One of them starts with a P, one of them starts with an I, and one of them starts with an E. Violet, you remember one? What's one of the author's purposes?
Persuade,
Okay, persuade. And what does persuade mean, Violet?
like they want you to do something.
Okay, they want you to do something or they want you to think something, right? Like maybe they want you to think McDonald's has the best hamburgers, or they want you to go buy McDonald's hamburger. That's a good way to describe it. Okay. Who can tell me another? So Violet told us persuade. There's two more that we had talked about. Alexa, you remember another one?
Inform,
Inform. And what does that mean?
to give you like instructions or something.
Mm, it could be to give you instructions. Um, inform is when they're trying to give you information. They're trying to give you facts. So it could be something like steps, or it could be like when you read a book about animals and you want to learn more about that animal, maybe like where it lives, maybe what it eats, or maybe how big they get or how heavy they get. That would be one that is written to inform. They're trying to give you facts or details about how something works, or like you said, maybe how to do something. Okay. What about the last one? We have persuade, which was the P. We have inform, which was the I. What's that last one? Christopher? What was the last one?
Entertain.
Okay. And what does it mean when we say entertain?
Entertain you.
Okay. But what does that mean? When we say that they're trying to entertain you, what are they trying to do? What's the author trying to do or trying to get to happen when they want to entertain you? Alexa, can you help him explain it?
They're trying to make you like it.
They want you to like it, yeah, but not just get you to like it. Make you laugh sometimes, Christopher, but not always laugh. Sometimes they want you to do other things. So we say for
Hmm.
entertain, they want you to what? Do you remember what it was, Violet, or do you have your hand up from earlier?
Want me to say the last one?
Yeah, so Christopher said it was entertain, but what does it mean when the author's trying to entertain you?
Is it enjoy the book? Right. They want it to make you feel like they want you to like the book or what you're reading. They
So,
want it to be your type
okay.
to entertain you.
So, like Christopher said, they want you to like it, they want you to enjoy it, but I like what you said. They want to make you feel. So, Christopher mentioned that they want to make you laugh, and if it's a funny book, then yeah, they absolutely want you to laugh. But if it's a scary book, does the author want you to laugh at their scary book? Probably not. They want you to feel like nervous, right? They want you to feel scared. Or if it's supposed to be a sad story, does the author want you to laugh during the sad story? No. So to entertain, yeah, they want you to like it, to enjoy the book, but they want to make you feel something. And it might make you feel a couple of things. Like if you read a book, there might be parts that make you sad, and then other parts that make you laugh. There might be parts that make you like scared or nervous. So it's not always just one emotion, but they want you to feel something. They want you to have some kind of emotion when you read whatever they wrote. So let's take a look at this first card, card number 1. And we'll see if we can figure out what the author's purpose is. Why did the author write this? It says you just finished reading a magazine article that included some alarming statistics about pollution and how people are damaging the planet with everyday decisions that they make. It says alarming statistics. What does alarming mean? What do you think that could mean? Christopher? Okay, to alert you. That's a great way to put it, Christopher. What's an alarm? Like, can you tell me something that would have an alarm on it? What is something, Christopher, that you can think of that would have, okay, like a clock, right? Like, I don't know about you guys, but I know that on my phone, I have an alarm set in the mornings, so I know to wake up and to get ready on time and everything. That way I'm not late for class. So the alarm, like Christopher, I think he put it a great way to alert you, right? So these facts that were inside, okay, like a fire drill. Yeah, that's another good example. So the alarm there is to alert you, to let you know that something is going on. Like the alarm clocks, the ones in the morning, those ones are for us to wake up. They're letting us know, hey, you need to stop sleeping. Or like the fire drill is letting us know, hey, there's a problem. You need to leave the building. When you're baking, stuff like that, people will set an alarm on their oven. So that way the alarm goes off and they know, oh, it's time to take out my cookies. That way they don't burn. So this one says that the statistics were alerting them to something. It says about pollution and how people are damaging the planet with everyday decisions that they make. What does damaging mean? What does it mean, Bailey?
It means that you are hurting something, that you're damaging it.
Okay, that you're hurting something. That's a good way to put it. So, how people are hurting the planet with everyday decisions that they make. If you look at the top, Bella, there should be a little icon, looks like a magnifying glass. If you click on it, you'll be able to unzoom it. Or if you click on the 3 little buttons in the top right corner, just underneath the X, you'll find a option there that says zoom, and then you can zoom out. It says the article also includes some suggestions for how you can help improve the Earth's situation for future generations. The author's primary purpose for writing this article is most likely. So they want to know, why did the author write that article? The one that said that it had alarming statistics about pollution, how people are hurting the planet, and then it says it includes some suggestions. What's a suggestion? Violet, what's a suggestion?
A suggestion is what someone tells you, like you can either do this on paper or do this on the computer, you say, for our homework.
Okay. So suggestion may be like options, like choices. So the article includes some options or choices for how you can help improve the Earth's situation. What does improve mean? Bailey?
You said Bailey, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like when you have something that you wanna like make it better.
Okay. To make it better. So it includes some options or choices for how you can help make the Earth's situation better for future generations. Okay. So let's look at the answer choices. The author's primary purpose for writing this article is most likely blank. A, to inform readers about pollution. B, to inform readers about the Earth. C, to persuade readers to change certain habits that will help the earth, or D, to persuade readers not to pollute the earth by littering. So we have two answer choices that say inform, and we have two answer choices that say persuade. So we need to decide. They told us the article about what it had, what was inside the article. Does it sound like the article was just trying to give us facts and information? Or does it sound like the article was trying to change our minds or make us think something? Who can tell me? What does the article sound like it's doing? Okay? What does that article sound like it's doing, Nakai? Does it just giving us information, or is it trying to change our minds about something? Oh, you clicked on the wrong. Okay, well, who can tell me? If the article, oh, there you go. So Nakai, what do you think the article's trying to do? To inform us or to persuade us?
Inform,
Do you think it's just giving us information?
but no entertain.
Well, we don't have any answer choices that say entertain. Don't just spit out answers for me.
I mean, persuade. I meant persuade.
Persuade. But don't just spit out answers, Nakai. Make sure you look back at it and what is the article telling us? They gave us some facts, and they did tell us up here that it gave us some alarming or alerting statistics about pollution and how people are hurting the planet with everyday decisions that they make. If it was just that, then I think you'd be right. Inform would be the correct one. But it says the article also includes some suggestions, which Violet said are like ideas or options for how you can help. And Bailey said that improve meant to make something better. So how to make the Earth situation better for future generations. So they did tell us that, there are some problems. They do give us some information, but then they tell us ways that we can help to make it better. So I think they're trying to persuade us here. So that means I need to either pick C or I need to pick D. To persuade readers to change certain habits that will help the earth, or to persuade readers not to pollute the earth by littering. Which one of those answer choices seems like the better answer choice? Noah, what do you think? C or D?
C.
D. I'd agree with you, Noah, because I don't see anywhere in the information, it doesn't say anything about littering. We know that's not a good thing, and we know that that is not great for the earth, but I don't see them talk about littering anywhere up here. So I think the best answer we could pick, probably answer choice C. I'm going to take my circle and move it on to answer choice C. And let's take a look at card number 2. We'll see if we can answer that question, why the author wrote that. Let's see what card number 2 has. Are you between the ages of 7 to 12 years old? If so, you should be getting between 10 and 11 hours of sleep each night. Studies have found that kids who get enough sleep at night are more alert for learning, are less likely to get sick, and simply feel better. So, go to bed early tonight. Okay? Says the author's primary purpose for the above statement is most likely blank. Have informed readers about the benefits of getting the right amount of sleep each night. B, to persuade readers to get the right amount of sleep. C, to persuade readers to understand sleep studies. Or D, to explain to readers how to stay healthy by getting enough. So again, we kind of see two choices that they're giving us again. I see inform and I see persuade. Now they do also use the word explain here. To explain something is very, very similar to informing people. You're giving them facts and details about something. Usually stick to one topic. So we have to think again. That paragraph up there, is it trying to inform us? Is it just going to give us information, facts, details? Or is it trying to change the way we think about something? Let's read it again. Are you between the ages of 7 and 12? If so, you should be getting between 10 and 11 hours of sleep each night. Studies have found that kids who get enough sleep at night are more alert for learning, are less likely to get sick, and simply feel better. So, go to bed early tonight. So who can tell me, between the two options, either inform or persuade, which one do you think the author's trying to do here? Are they just giving us information, or are they trying to persuade us and change our minds? Christopher, what do you think?
Inform us.
Okay, so you think they're just going to give us information? Why do you think that they're informing us and not trying to persuade us? Why do you think they're not trying to change our minds?
They're giving you information of what time to go to sleep at.
Okay. Jaylene, you have a question?
Never mind.
Oh, were you going to answer the question? No? Did you have a question?
No.
Okay. So, if you say inform, means we have two answer choices. A, to inform readers about the benefits of getting the right amount of sleep each night. Or D, to explain to readers how to stay healthy by getting enough sleep. Here was the first one, Bella. So between those two answer choices, which one do you think would be a better one? A, to inform readers about the benefits of getting the right amount of sleep each night. Or D, to explain to readers how to stay healthy by getting enough sleep. Who can tell me, what would you pick? Bella? Well, you're putting question marks after it. Are you sure? Or are you asking me? Well, you put three of them. Whenever you pick an answer choice, you never want to, or hopefully never, want to pick an answer choice and be circling it and thinking, is this right? Is this really the one I want? Whenever you pick an answer choice, you want to feel sure. So if you're not sure it's one of those, then maybe we should look at the other ones. Remember, just because you picked an answer one time doesn't mean that it's necessarily the correct one. Like on a lot of our work, I give everybody a chance to go back and fix it, right? So it's not something that we have to say, okay, I say this and then that's it. I can never change it. Okay, they're saying the right amount of sleep. And what are they saying about the right amount of sleep, Bella? What about the right amount of sleep? What did they tell us about it? Okay, so the right amount of sleep, it says between 10 and 11 hours, right? Why do you want to get that much sleep? What do they tell us could happen if you get the right amount of sleep? Who can tell me? Kylie, what do they say in the story is something that could happen because you get enough sleep?
You'll be you'll be more all right to learn, and you won't get likely to get sick.
Okay, are those good things?
Yes.
Okay, so they're telling you if you get enough sleep that it's a good thing, right? Okay. I also want you all to pay attention. Look at how they ended that paragraph. So go to bed early tonight. What are they doing there in that last sentence? So go to bed early tonight. What are they doing, Kylie?
They're persuading us to go to bed early so we could get more sleep.
Okay. So, especially because of that last sentence, I think if we didn't have the last sentence, then I think this would have been an inform. But when I look at that last sentence, so go to bed early tonight, that tells me that whoever wrote this, the author, is not just giving us facts or information about sleep. They're not just saying, oh, if you're this old that you need this much sleep, and that's it. They told us this is how much sleep you should get, and these are all the good things that could happen if you get enough sleep. And at the end, they tell us, so go to bed early tonight. So I agree with you here, Kylie. I don't think they're just trying to inform us. I think they're trying to persuade us. They're trying to get us to go to sleep earlier so we get enough sleep. So let's look at those persuade answer choices. B, to persuade readers to get the right amount of sleep each night. Or C, to persuade readers to understand sleep studies. Which one do you think the author is trying to persuade you to do? Is it to get the right amount of sleep at night? Or is it to understand sleep studies? What would you say, Kylie? B or C?
B.
Probably B. I don't see them. They mention here studies have found that kids who get enough sleep at night, and they start telling us all the good things, but they're not telling us, hey, you should go learn about sleep studies and you should go look them up and you should go look up all this research. They're telling us the information, right? They're telling us all the good things that they found already. So I don't think they want us to look at the sleep studies. I think they just want us to go to sleep and get enough sleep. And I agree with that. I think all those things that they told us sound like pretty good things. So I think they're trying really hard to convince us, hey, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't stay up so late. Maybe you should get enough sleep. That way these things. Okay, let's try card number 3. See if we can figure out the author's purpose. You have just read a chapter in your science book about the benefits of good nutrition. What's nutrition? What does that mean? When they say good nutrition. Christopher? Well, they say good nutrition, so something healthy, but healthy what? Like, are they talking, oh, okay, about food? So, you have just read a chapter in your science book about the benefits of good food. So, that's a good way to explain it. So, nutrition is about your food, about what you're eating. So, the science book was telling us about, it says benefits. So, like good things that happen because of good, healthy food. You learned that eating the right foods and the right amounts of food helps people control their weight and reduce their risk of other health problems like heart disease and diabetes. Okay? So, hold on, Bella. Let me see. No, not all your pages, Bella. But we're on slide number 3, not slide number 4. Okay? All right. No, it wasn't half. We just made some extra blank copies. So just be careful about what you're clicking on. The author's primary purpose for writing this chapter is most likely that they want to know about this chapter in the science book. A, to give information about good nutrition. B, to give information about heart disease and diabetes. C, to persuade readers to change their eating habits. Or D, to persuade readers to get tested for health problems. So let's read that information again. Let's see if we can figure it out. You have just read a chapter in your science book about the benefits of good nutrition. Christopher said meant the benefits of good, healthy food. You learn that eating the right foods, the right amounts of food, helps people control their weight and reduce their risk of other health problems like heart disease and diabetes. So, again, we have two main kinds of author's purpose in these answer choices: to inform or to persuade. Who can tell me between the two, what do you think the author was trying to do in that science book? Were they trying to inform us or were they trying to persuade us? What do you think, Ezekiel? Inform or persuade? What would you say?
Information.
Okay, so giving us information. Okay? Okay. So, Ezekiel, you said to inform. All right, so let's look at those answer choices. A, to give information about good nutrition. B, to give information about heart disease and diabetes. So between those two answer choices, Ezekiel, what do you think they're giving us information about? About good nutrition, or like Christopher said, good healthy food? Or are they giving us information about heart disease and diabetes? What do you think their focus was on?
Answer choice A.
Answer choice A. I'd agree with you there, Ezekiel. I think they do mention the heart disease and they mention the diabetes, but most of what they're talking about here is about the food, the benefits, so the good things that happen with good nutrition, the good healthy food. You learn that eating the right foods and the right amounts of food. So most of that chapter, even though they did talk a little bit about heart disease and diabetes, they focused a lot on the food, right? On the types of things
Right.
that you should eat or how much of things that you should eat. So I think answer choice A is probably the best one for us to pick there. I'd agree with you. They were giving us information about good nutrition, about good healthy foods that we should be trying to eat.
Like I just read it.
hmm All right, let's do one more today. You have just read a story about a family that went on their first camping trip together. As soon as they arrived at the campground, they put up their tent and then set off on a hike. What's a hike? Violet, what's a hike?
A hike is where you're on a dirt road walking either on the mountains or in a forest.
Okay, so that's a great way to describe it. So you're walking on like a dirt road. Usually it's like a dirt road or a path. And you're usually like in the forest or sometimes in the mountains. Depends, right? Are hikes very long or very short?
Very long.
Okay, they're usually pretty long, right? There might be some that are shorter, but a lot of them are longer ones. Okay, so they went on a hike after they put up their tent. However, when a sudden thunderstorm came over the mountain, they ran back in the pouring rain to the campground to find their tent blown over the storm. Okay, so they go out, they go set up a tent and all that. They go on a hike, and then in the middle of their hike, this big storm hits. And they have to run back, and it's raining, and they get back, and their tent is just blown down because of all the wind. The author's primary purpose for writing this story is most likely A. To persuade readers to watch the weather forecast when camping, B. To describe a family's camping trip, C. To persuade readers to never go camping, or D. To entertain readers about a family's camping experience. So this time we have, instead of inform and persuade, this one we have kind of all three. We have two answer choices that say persuade, one that says describe, which means that they're giving us information, and one that says to entertain. So we have to decide, are they trying to inform us about something? Are they trying to persuade us about something? Or are they trying to entertain us? Who can tell me with this story here, what do you think they're trying to do? Are they giving us details and facts? Are they trying to change our minds about something? Or are they trying to make us feel something? Violet, what do you think? What would you say?
I think they're trying to make you feel something.
Okay. What do you think they're trying to make you feel?
I think they're trying to make you feel like make it like funny a little.
Okay. Kind of like maybe a funny story. How else could you feel, Violet? How would you feel if that was you? Like if you went on a camping trip and you set up your tent and you went on a nice hike, and then all of a sudden it started raining and you had to run back and then your tent fell over.
Well, I would kind of be worried.
Okay, so maybe you worried, right? Because now you're what would you be worried about?
I would be worried, like, if I ever went camping again, if it would happen again.
Okay, you kind of worry like, oh man, is this gonna happen all the time? But I think you're right, Violet. I don't think the author was trying to give us facts. I don't think they're trying to change our mind. But I think they're just trying to make us feel something. And I think maybe it might be like what you said. Maybe they're trying to make us think, if it was you, and I'd agree with you. I think if that happened to me when I went camping, I'd be kind of worried if I went again, is the same thing gonna happen again? Am I gonna have to worry about thunderstorms coming in and ruining my tent or ruining my camping trip? I'd kind of be a little worried about that too. So I think that answer choice D probably the best one to pick for the author's purpose here. Because that's the one that makes the most sense to me. They're just trying to get us to feel something. And it could be like maybe it's a funny story, or like you said, maybe we're supposed to feel bad for the family and what happened on their camping trip. Yeah, Bella, it's D because they're trying uh to give us just a short story about this family's camping trip and make us feel something about it. Either maybe it's like a funny story to us, or maybe we feel bad for them.